Party wipe. All right, Candlekeep Mysteries, Book 4, Session 3.
We're still level 4, right? Or we just leveled up to 4?
No,
Whichever.
you guys will stay the level of the chapter, or the book in this case.
Sweet.
And this is A Deep and Creeping Darkness. I'm going to go over real quick, kind of like a recap. In my notes, I got Isaac. You're asking about artificer armor, the modified switch. Did you look into that? Are we pretty happy with what we discussed?
Yeah, I think we had established that I'm able to modify it at level 9.
Okay.
It also occurred to me that given what I've been trying to do, I don't really need it at this point.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that was established.
And the create scrolls that for identify an unseen servant. You want to iron that out?
So what I had done was that's a good. Oh yeah, it's in my. I had taken the scrolls, and over the course of our first day traveling, I inscribed both of the contents of the scrolls into my ritual book,
Okay.
and so I can now cast those both as a ritual.
Awesome. So those are resolved. I can mark those off. All right. From the beginning, you guys are basically hired by an unknown mining outfit looking to reopen the platinum vein that was in Vermilion. You guys were given 1,000 gold pieces. You guys were advised to retrieve a book from Candlekeep to help your investigation / exploration. The book that you picked up was A Deep and Creeping Darkness. You got that in Candlekeep. After locating it, you kind of thumbed through it and basically described a tale of tragedy and terror. Allegedly, a series of stories collected for those who were there, such as survivors, traveling merchants, and nearby residents. There was a mining accident and disappearing of people and whatnot. You guys were there. You guys acquired a horse and buggy. Was it just one horse or a couple horses? I don't remember exactly.
I think we got a wagon.
Yeah, you guys got a wagon. Also, you guys stopped at the magic shop. Spoke to a drunken merchant. You guys acquired some stuff from them. Then you guys were on your way to Marion, which was a city at the foothill, kind of like the last stop before you hit Vermilion. That's the city you guys were heading, which is actually at the top of the mountain. When you guys hit Marion, you discovered most of the citizens had no clue, or the information on Vermilion and what happened was kind of vague. You did run into a couple of gentlemen who were former residents that had more information to share. You met Lucas Grosvenor, who owns the Boarded Weasel Inn. He lived in Vermilion and worked as a miner up until his young wife, Lorena, had passed. She had died in the disaster. When he left Vermilion, shortly after she had died, however, it was before the people started disappearing, so he had no information on that. He pointed perhaps to Astra. Before he sent you guys on your way, he asked you guys to place flowers on his wife's grave and to look for a necklace that he had hid in a hollow tree that supposedly is in the center of the village. He handed you, I don't remember telling you this, I may or may not have, supposedly he handed you a rough sketch of a map to explain things a little bit more in detail. And then he had suggested visiting the flower vendor for flowers. Talking to the flower vendor, he was very talkative. In fact, he was talking to himself when you guys went in and met him, almost like he was carrying a conversation with somebody who wasn't there. However, you learned that he lived there when he was a child, and basically his family left and the only memory he really has, if it's not clouded, he just remembers bits and pieces of conversations from adults. He did mention his mother had nightmares, and that was one of the main reasons why they ended up leaving Vermilion. And once they left Vermilion, he mentioned that the nightmares had stopped. So it's kind of interesting. The road to Vermilion, you guys encountered a winter witch, I believe, and an ice golem.
Yeah, it was fun.
And you guys basically kicked their ass. All right, and we are now session 3. You guys arrived to Vermilion. When you get there, you notice the village is kind of eerily quiet. You notice that the plants and wildlife kind of have taken over. Crumbling houses, nothing really. It's obvious nobody's been there for a while. You see leafless vines. They seem to climb rotting walls. You see birds and other creatures nesting in exposed rafters. The trees look pretty gnarly. They protrude from fallen roofs, and a few of them jet out from buildings. The sky, you noticed, is not only is it chilly, it's cold at the top of the mountain. The sky is over forecast. The air itself also adds oppression to the scene. It seems, though, that everything is murky and it kind of envelopes the entire village. Something like out of a horror story.
Okay.
I'm going to throw a picture of kind of like the map.
So you said this is the village that is essentially, I've been trying to multitask. Like, this is our destination, more or less.
Yep, this is the village where you were sent as the mine, and I thought I had oh, here it is.
I will assume my dwarf form then, in that case, going into the village.
So far, you haven't seen anybody.
Yeah.
And let me move this out of the way. I think this is the right one. Yeah, let's go with this. All right. So this is the map. I hate that when I do that. You go to close the picture, you end up closing Discord. Everybody give me a perception.
Nothing.
Oh God, nothing.
So horrible. We're not gonna see it.
You say perception?
Yep.
Perception.
Apparently, you can't edit it afterwards.
Well, you could
One.
push
Yeah,
one enter.
if you hit one enter, a lot of times Avery will send it to you in a message. By the time you flip back and forth, it's too late. Time's out.
Yeah.
Mad Mardigan, you appear to be looking down at your feet, not paying much attention to your surroundings. Looks like Chime, you're doing the same. You guys, in fact, may be looking at your same feet. However, it looks like Duras is kind of alert, and you happen to catch movement out of the corner of your eye. However, when you went and turned in that direction, nothing was there.
Quick question.
Yes.
Where are we coming in from?
You guys are coming in from the south.
Okay. The big fat road.
Actually, you know what? Let's say you're coming from the west. Because
Northwest?
look right there. There's a cart.
Yeah.
And we're going to say that's your cart. How's that?
Oh, fancy.
So I
Does
don't
that
think it
have
really
a cover?
matters at this point. What's that?
Does that have a cover?
It does.
Oh, perfect. I'm assuming that's a cemetery to the right.
That is a cemetery. That is correct. Let me double check from my notes, because obviously I got a different map than you do. From what it looks like from where you are at, yes, it does kind of look like a cemetery.
Perfect.
See headstones. And these areas are ready for investigation, so you guys can go look. You three, everybody roll a d6. I want to know who rolls the highest.
Oof, I got a 6.
I think I roll a 1.
Looks
I
like
rolled
you rolled
6.
a 6 and a 1. Or is that Mad Mardigan's roll?
I would imagine the first
Yeah.
one would be mine.
Okay. I get a
So
1.
Mad Mardigan,
Yeah.
as you're walking around, looking around, you are starting to hear. It sounds like voices. It's kind of whispering, indistinct words, and they're in your ears. It's almost like you feel like somebody is standing next to you, talking in your ears. But when you look, there's nobody there. So, Isaac and Olivia, you notice Mad Mardigan. He's kind of like turning around, looking around quickly, and he has this odd look on his face.
I'll kind of sidle over next to him and be like, do you feel like we're being watched as well?
And I sandwiched beside him, so he's sandwiched between us.
Why are we so close together?
So, what's your marching orders?
I think we're on-
Technically 3 abreast, I guess.
yeah, we're all in the same.
Okay.
We're all, there's no person up front.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
We're a very smart party.
Well, we're all pretty relatively the same.
We're just marching
As
in a
for
row
fighting wise.
in the column.
So does anybody hear whispering? Did I hear that whispering?
Didn't hear anything, but I could have sworn I saw someone.
Someone or something? Or where'd you see it from? Coming from what area?
That's a good question, DM.
Can I scan now that if they heard something,
Sure.
could I try to pay attention
Well,
this time?
Yeah, give me a perception.
Where did Isaac see the movement?
Not much better.
Rip.
Basically, out of the corner of his eye.
Would that be like in the woods or?
Yeah, pretty much anywhere, really.
Okay.
I got a 5.
A 5, you seem to be, you think you're a little more alert. You're looking around. Yeah, no change. However, out of nowhere, after a few minutes of you guys looking around trying to figure out if you heard anything, if you've seen anything, there is this very terrified shrieking noise that splits the air. And you're not sure if it's man-made, human-made, or just natural. Maybe the wind shrieking. It's, your spidey senses are going off left and right to the point where you're not sure if it's real or if it's Memorex.
Does anyone else think we're down a man? Has anyone seen Lawson?
Lauren.
He said he had to go to the restroom, and I haven't seen him since.
So Lauren will say that sounds like a good thing. He kind of walked off to the woods to relieve himself. Yeah, so he's about, I don't know, 20 feet behind you guys by the wagon. I'm assuming you guys are up past the graveyard by the tree.
Yep.
Okay. So he's off in those bushes over there behind the tree, and as we talk about him, look who joins us.
Yep.
I was hoping you got kidnapped.
So, Lauren, roll me a percentile to see if you finished doing your business. Uneventful.
Let's see if you finish it ever.
Well, I was going to say, you might get caught in a zipper, something.
Yeah.
Ow.
Penalties for
Yeah,
being
zippers
late.
back in those days? They have zippers back then?
YKKs?
According to Scanlon, they do.
Or did he get caught up with his
In his Levi's button
string
fly.
tie?
String tie, yeah.
String tie.
Oh.
All right. So are you on mute there, Mr. Dash?
No, I was laughing.
Okay.
I rolled 96, but I don't know why it didn't pop up.
96, uneventful. You are relieved, sir. Your party is approximately 50 feet ahead of you on the, I don't know if you see the map versus Vermilion. You might have to scroll up a little bit. I'll get you caught up.
I gotcha.
You guys wandered into Vermilion. The cart in the corner, we're going to say it's your guys's. That is a graveyard from what you can tell. Nothing has been investigated. Your party has basically trotted down the road by that nearest first tree. And they roll me a perception. You're not quite with your friends. So as you're walking towards your friends,
Can you pin it?
10.
Yeah, that's what I tried to.
You, in the corner of your eye as well, coming from the big building there, if you will, by the tree. But when you turn to look, there's nothing there. And at this point, you have now met up to your party. They're kind of standing by the tree. They're just standing there looking around. I'll let you guys role play that out.
Hey, Rod, can you pin that map
Sure.
so we don't have to scroll up everywhere?
It is 10. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because I am.
Bazinga.
What were we role playing? Lauren coming back in the.
Yeah, he's coming back from the bushes. He kind of, I'm assuming he let you guys know, hey, I got to take care of some business here. You guys go ahead, I'll catch up, kind of thing.
Yeah, we might have all trained weapons on him if he snuck up on us. We're all a bit jumpy.
Well, we can do that. It's up to you. Really, your guys' senses are extremely heightened. Your back is to him. You're trying to figure out, because you're looking at this, the village itself. So you probably would not be paying attention to what's behind you. But then again, maybe not. It's up to you. I'll let you guys determine.
I feel like I'd be more alert.
Yeah.
Give a little bird call. Let them know it's me.
Okay.
All right.
Caw-caw! Caw-caw!
Like a Budweiser commercial. What's that? Okay. Yeah.
I'd say Lauren.
Speechless? Okay.
I'm hearing voices or whispers, and Isaac saw some movement out of the corner of his eye. Is there anything you can do? Maybe detect any kind of detect magic? You think it'd be kind of magic or something?
Evil,
ghostly spirit.
I can detect magic. That should not be a problem. You'll have to give me about 10 minutes, unless it's something detrimental and we need to do it right now.
No. We shall wait. for 10 minutes.
Okay. I'm going to ritual cast detect magic.
Oh,
And I'll definitely like stand almost over him, like in very close guard, knowing how involved ritual casting can be. I'll kind of keep close to him, make sure no one sneaks up on him, and have my owl. I'll send my owl kind of orbiting the whole village, bit of a bird's eye view, keeping her where she is within 100 feet of me at least every minute. But yeah, she can kind of get her owl's eye view and maybe make a perception check from up there,
From is it,
like
Chime?
above, circling above the village.
like a camera.
Is
Yeah.
this your familiar?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sending up my drone,
Yeah. Okay.
and then as long as she's within 100 feet of me, we can communicate telepathically. So she'll warn me if she sees anything, and then every now and again I might, um, spend an action, see through her senses for 6 seconds, come back out, that kind of thing.
Okay. And Lauren, you cast detect magic.
Yeah.
Okay. How long does that last?
It lasts for
10 minutes, I believe.
Okay.
10 minutes.
At this particular time, you're not picking anything up. Nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing is glowing. Everything seems to be hunky dory.
Got it.
However, everybody roll me a. Let's go with. Let's go with Dex. Give me a Dex check.
$15.
As you guys go to walk forward, all four of you guys actually feel the hair on your arms and your neck. They seem to stand up. Between your shoulder blades, they begin to itch.
Like a chill?
Yeah, it's like a chill, basically. It's not magical. Otherwise, Lauren's magic would go off. It's just you guys are really now tweaking. You're spooked. But what's really odd is you guys cannot shake this feeling of being watched. And reflex.
Of potentially where.
Dex is probably the wrong thing, but I couldn't think of anything really.
Do you have a potential feeling of where we're being watched from?
No, just the, that funny feeling.
I say we go to that first building on the right.
The large building or the ones where you can see there's structural damage?
Structure damage where, if we're coming into town, that'd be on our right. So
Sure.
we'll take that first road and the first right.
Okay. You guys are going to completely bypass the graveyard?
Oh, I thought we probably went by there. If we didn't walk past that area, I say we go check the graveyard out first, see what we can find.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are kind of in the area. I mean, you didn't quite get too far in.
We were asked to put some flowers by Lorna's grave, so
that is
we probably
correct.
should go there first.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. As you start walking down the path to the graveyard, you see a crooked, rough iron archway that kind of stands at the entrance to the graveyard. It has overgrown, like the rest of the village. You see leaves dangling, vines growing throughout it, and it looks like half the stuff is dead. But it seems to have some sort of a life other than the people in it. The headstones, they sit at odd angles. Some look like they've been toppled completely over. You see small nicks and different where they've been weathered pretty well. Some of them are. You also see carrions rather than scribed headstones. You do see one that's marked toward the back.
Marked what?
I don't know. You can go look at it.
Oh, sure am.
As you walk in deeper into the graveyard, you get close enough where you can read the headstone, and what you read is Lorena Graspener, beloved of Lucas, forever my heart.
Lady we're looking for, right?
That be
I
it.
believe so, yes.
So who has the flowers? Did anybody grab flowers?
Double check that they're not in my inventory, but I know we grabbed them. I just don't remember who has them in the actual inventory.
I don't think anybody actually said they had them.
I'll just say I had them.
Perfect.
Falling out.
While she's digging out the flowers and straightening them out from being tucked in away, we'll say, Duras, give me a perception.
I'm AFK. Quick second. I really had to use the bathroom. I'm sorry. I was late a little bit because I kind of passed out in my chair. So I'll be right back.
Old people.
Isaac. There you go.
With a 6, I'm gonna say you kind of catch a glimpse on a headstone. So I'm gonna say you walk up closer, roll another one. Oh yeah, definitely with a 15. You're starting to notice a pattern, and now let's go for an investigation. Now you're really looking.
What's that, the headstone?
Yeah, it's just not that one, just a headstone. And he
Random headstone.
Yeah, and then he glanced over and looks at another one. Now he's really looking, and he notices that most of these headstones with a 15 or 23, they seem to be dated around the same time of the story that's told in the book of the mine collapse. So you kind of getting the idea the people that are buried here was part of this cave-in, if you will.
Apologies. I am back.
I would step back, kind of maybe remove the. I don't guess I wear a hat, but I might like push the goggles up on my forehead a little and say, I think that these poor souls may have been killed by the collapse.
So they collapsed, or was it something else? I thought it was.
Well, whatever
We're investigating.
whatever befell the mines here. Poor devils.
And Chime, as you bend over and place the flowers on the grave, you hear a very soft, contented sigh, and it's the wind. It's a mixture of a voice and the wind.
Huh.
Weird.
Someone's relieved.
So does somebody need a portrait so we can show that we actually put flowers on this grave, or what?
Get out your cell phone, take a picture.
Yeah.
Check the tone. Hey, dude, here's your flowers, man.
Here's your proof.
It's like that meme of the dude peace signing over the new grave.
And bear with me, I was gonna gently pluck one of the flowers that have like the most petals, and like kind of try to sprinkle petals on each grave as like here's a little tribute too.
Very nice.
Yeah.
if I get that.
So nice, so nice. All right, anything else?
That's it for
I'll
me.
maybe say a couple, just bow my head and kind of, in my dwarvish studies, I probably learned at least one kind of bit of etiquette for funerals, and so I'll just kind of bow my head and say whatever I feel like I remember from being taught about dwarven culture. Probably something about like, um, uh, you know, may you rest where the drinks are free or something. I don't know.
Sounds pretty accurate.
All
Sounds
right.
like heaven, honestly, sometimes.
So for a dwarf, why not?
All right.
Just quick words.
Yes.
Quick prayer.
Your shield begins to glow. No, just kidding.
Roll initiative.
Roll for initiative. You're being attacked by flying squirrels from the tree.
Mhm.
Feed the birds.
Yes.
I request assistance
Where's
from
my
Bullwinkle.
peanuts?
From who?
From Bullwinkle.
Bullwinkle.
Ah, yes.
Hi, anything else here? You guys.
I think we're good here. There's nothing else to really check out.
No.
And leave the dead to rest and
Move along.
investigate the rest of the town.
Move along.
As you guys travel down the path back to the way you came, roll me your perception. Everybody.
Perception, you said?
Yep, perception.
Good God. So horrible tonight.
Anybody with a 15 or higher
One.
notices the cart's been moved.
How far? Oh, I don't know.
Significantly enough to recognize that it's been moved.
It's upside down.
I I assume Lauren points that out to us.
Yep, whoever has the 15 or higher will notice it. If anybody rolled it higher than 15, we'll say the first to notice it and mention something, and then the rest follows suit.
Yep, no problem.
What? Did anybody see anything?
Kind of.
Let me ask you guys this. Did you guys have any belongings in the cart that wasn't on your possession?
I probably keep mine on me.
I didn't put anything in there. I planned on putting stuff we found in there.
Okay. So basically it's an empty cart?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think my photographer supplies would stay in the cart. Anything that's not food or weapons or gear be on my person. So I think calligrapher supplies.
Secondarily, I have a spot in my inventory now that is the wagon. So if you want to store anything in there, if you let me know, I can make sure it actually says that it's in the wagon on my sheet.
Oh.
Sweet. So with that said, do you guys just kind of continue on, or you guys go investigate?
Is there any word back from my owl?
Nothing.
Okay.
I might take a look.
Yeah, and it occurs to me that we probably should let the horses off and to feed and such while we're here.
When you get closer, you realize that it is another cart.
Like a totally different cart.
It is a totally different cart. Your cart is still on the road, but somehow it's been pushed back.
Right behind that one we see, right?
Yep. And I'm assuming you go and look at your cart. It's all untouched. Your belongings are still there. However, this cart, as you're looking down the road that you came up out of the village, it all of a sudden it looks different. It's overcome by overgrowth and almost like it grew within the last few minutes. Not too far past where the graveyard was in the cart, you see this other cart that's been covered with a heavy tarp.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what's going on with this cart.
When you get to the cart, give me a wisdom or survival.
Yeah, aid him in that.
Might. Yeah. Not trained, but I have a decent wisdom. Hey, nat 20.
Hey, yo.
For some odd reason, the cart has surrounding the wheels growth. It looks like it's been there for ages. You notice on the other side, you see a decaying horse's carcass. It looks like from the carcass, it suggests that the cart has been laying there for roughly a year. And your detect magic should go off if it's still active.
Yeah, it should be.
And it goes off.
Okay.
As you get close to the cart, it goes off, and give me a wisdom.
Are you wise today? Yes, you are.
You have no doubt that there is some kind of illusionary magic going on.
Yeah, there seems to be something going on here. Illusionary usually means it's trying to hide something, so I'm going to try and see what it's trying to hide.
Okay. Looking around, you keep getting influx of your own cart, flashing this new cart. What is real, what is fake? But what is real is you pull up the tarp, you see barrels and trunks. Those appear to be real to you, at least.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
Yep.
Okay.
And what do you do?
Not entirely sure what's in here, but I'd like to see what's in here. If it's not an illusion of crates, then yeah, I want to see what the crates are.
When you look in, you see looks like salted dried meats. As you look and smell and possibly taste, they are still edible. They don't taste great, but they're still edible. You see 3 bolts of common fabric. They're about 10 gold pieces each. You see 2 small casks of wine, valued at 25 gold pieces each.
Well, we brought a cart for a reason, fellows. You guys want to help me bring these over to our cart?
Well, oddly enough, when you look up to see where your cart is, it's no longer there. The illusion is gone, and now you're standing in front of your cart just as you left it when you first pulled up. However, the contents that you have is there in the back of your cart.
I'm going to thank the spirits for granting us this bounty.
So the cart and carcass is no longer there.
Just correct. Right.
What's that?
Just our cart is there?
Yeah, your cart, just your cart. You saw an illusion. You saw both carts. And in the blink of an eye, investigating, you saw items. You see loot, and then the illusion disappeared. But your cart is in its place, and the contents are actually there. The contents are not illusion. They are for Rizzles.
Super weird. But
Indeed.
if we can't. That's for illusions. Do they have to be cast? And
You
they
don't
only
know.
got a certain range, correct? Lauren?
It depends on the powerfulness of the magic. There are significant. There easily could be a someone in these woods playing tricks.
Oh, houses.
What is Lauren again?
Elf,
Elf what?
a cleric.
Okay. Now, what would his knowledge be on illusions?
I'd be familiar with them.
Okay.
What about a warlock?
I'm sure you
warlock?
probably heard of it. Just depends.
I heard of it, but
Yeah.
not too familiar, right? That's
Could
more
be.
of a wizard kind of thing, right?
It is.
Uh-huh. So I just have
As
I don't
a
know shit.
as a school, if you know about magic or anything like that, then you know of the school.
Mm-hmm.
You may not know very many spells yourself, but
Back.
Welcome back. Guess what? Your character's still alive.
Oh, great. Good.
You just saw the party. They're trying to drag your body down behind the cart and everything.
Were you really?
No.
suddenly concerned.
Yeah.
All
Boy,
right.
your DM's full of shit. Likes to play pranks.
All right,
Illusion.
I've added those things. Oh well, the barrel of jerky I haven't added, but
Was there anything else besides jerky? Just meat, food, basically.
there's barrel of jerky,
Wine.
some wine, and some bolts of fabric.
Ooh.
So we move to that first structure on the right.
Yeah,
So you're
there's
heading.
something afoot here that is something's either playing tricks on us or some pixies in the area or something.
I will move cautiously.
Or something more nefarious, but
I scribble a quick note that says, I'm calling it Ghost.
I would not be surprised.
Mad Mardigan, do you still hear the whispers?
And as you ask that question, everybody roll a d6.
Gummit 3 again.
All right.
4.
So we've got, let's see, 3, 4, 3, 4. All right.
I just copied and pasted.
Those who rolled a 3, you guys hear a voice that's telling you to look at the building down the end of this path.
Which path?
You guys are basically at the Y. You're at the first Y in front of the tree. And the one that goes to your right, if you're looking southeast, you're told to go down and look at the building at the very end. Those who rolled a 4 are told to go check out the tree. That's in the middle
tree
of
in
the
town?
village. Yep. And you're hearing his voice.
So if we're at the tree, looking south on the right-hand side.
In fact, those who rolled a 3, you guys are almost convinced that the other person is the one that's talking. Hey, let's check out the building at the end of this road. Or, hey, let's go check out this tree. So, yes, those who rolled a 3 are told to go check out the building. And those who rolled a 4 are told to go check out the tree. I'll let you guys role play that out.
Hey,
Just kind of,
Let's go to the tree.
I agree.
Tree sounds good.
I guess we're going to the building.
Oh, okay. So, do you want to split up, or would you rather check the tree first and then the building, or the tree does look pretty
Close.
We could all hit both, I suppose.
The tree does, looking at the layout of this town, didn't.
There was something hidden in the tree. I can't remember what it was.
Right. It was supposed to be a necklace in the tree.
Yeah.
That he wanted returned. So I think, on second thought, I do agree. I think the tree might be the best bet right now. Go ahead and take care of the things we know of, and then explore after.
Who's Lauren talking to?
The group.
Okay, you guys are discussing as a group. Okay. Now, does the 3s tell the 4s, and the 4s tell the 3s what you guys heard? Is that what you're doing?
I had mentioned, I guess me and someone else are checking out the building, so the party is aware that I heard building.
Okay.
And I was kind of looking around to see who else heard building.
And I was agreeing with that, and then I heard tree.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? That sounds like a better idea. We can do the buildings after the tree.
Okay, so you guys are sticking together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Excellent.
To the tree.
To the tree.
I'm going to go AFK for a second, but I can still hear. If anyone needs me to make an investigation check specifically, let me know. I'm good at those, but otherwise, I'll just kind of hang back from the group until I get back.
Okay.
Survival check.
I was going to check too. Look for a necklace or
As
the hole.
you guys walk closer to the tree, you notice that it's a bare tree. Stands in front of a lawn that's in front of this mansion, if you will. You see a decayed, decrepit sign hanging from the building. It clearly states mayor's, and then you can't read after that. It's not so much clear.
Mayor's, like the mayor of a town kind of mayor?
Perhaps, yeah. That's what it looks like. That's what you see clearly, but then the other half seems to be muddied up, dirtied, whatever. It's quite a ways away because you guys are over by the tree. The tree here on the west side of the tree, you notice that it's hollow, has a hollow knot in it. It's about 5 feet above the ground.
That's about my height.
Yep.
Or a little bit. Yeah, just a little over 5 feet. I'm going to walk up.
Okay.
And try to look inside.
You see a lot of dead leaves, and it looks like some empty nutshells laying on the top.
I'm going to slowly put my hand in and start cleaning it out.
Okay. As you clean out the hollowness of the tree, you find a necklace. You see on this necklace, as you pull it out, you clear the debris from it. It's obviously been there for a while. Kind of using your hands and perhaps maybe a piece of cloth. If you clean it up, you notice that it has an oval pendant that seems to be threaded from the from a thin chain. Looking closely at it, it's inscribed. After a little bit of cleaning, again, cleaning up the gunk and dirt, and on the back of it, it says, "For Lorena forever." And it's in script.
It's the last name Bobbitt.
Could be, unless there's a weenie in there.
I'm gonna put it in my bag.
Okay, the necklace or the weenie? I'm kidding.
The weenie.
All right,
Both.
give me a intelligence check.
Okay. No. 18.
18.
Pretty damn good.
You notice something shiny still lays inside the hole, and when you pull it out, the intelligence check, you have no doubt that it's not part of the necklace, and you find 10 gold pieces. Now the question is, do you let everybody know, or do you keep it to yourself?
Oh, I keep it.
Okay.
It's shiny. Keep it.
It's shiny. Ravens are known to be kleptos. So she's a were-raven, right?
I'm a Kinko. Kinkos do it too.
Yeah. But
even more so.
All right.
Quarters.
That's pretty much the tree.
Motion for a quarter? I love quarters.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm going to keep going.
Okay.
Where?
I think it's with the C, not an S.
All right. So where's your next stop?
Let's go to that house we're talking about.
The crumbled one?
Yeah.
Or the one at the end of the road?
End of the road.
Okay.
Road.
Now, you can actually get there from the other pathway. And it's the one with the big X. So technically, it's not the last one to end up, but that is when you see a sign. It says the Wand and Hammer. A thick layer of dust seemed to cover the interior. Looking in, this building, it looks like it might have been a forge. Do you go in it?
Yes.
As you enter the room or house or building, you definitely notice a forge that sits dormant in the far corner, a blacksmith's anvil, and empty quenching through besides it. On the opposite side of the room are two working benches with stools. Give me an intelligence check. Whoever's in front. Anybody. Whoever I'm assuming walks in first.
Wah, wah. It's been the same all night.
What'd you roll? Oh, there it is. For some reason, it's not updating.
We both seen the set tonight.
Duraz, as you're walking across the floor with the group, you notice a false panel in the corner of the floor. Kind of has an echoing, hollow sound.
Hollow or creaking?
I'm assuming you pull on it. Yep, it comes up. As it comes up, the false floor is hiding a steel shield. It looks like it's made of platinum. And then there is a design on the front of it that looks like it's in the shape of winding serpents. It is probably worth 50 gold pieces. Assuming that you pull it out. Underneath the shield, you see 2 matching short swords with platinum as well on the hilt and the pommel. And they too have similar serpents on them as well. They are worth 25 gold pieces each. And then you notice when you pull the swords up, there seems to be a piece of loose cloth that reveals something shiny. And when you remove the cloth, you see 10 iron bars. They weigh about 10 pounds each, and they're worth a gold piece each.
Ricky Gold.
Now, give me another intelligence check.
You said 10 bars?
10 bars.
Oh my god, that's
10 iron
pounds.
bars. 13. Okay.
I don't see how you can carry 100 pounds worth of bars.
We would have to take it
one
cart.
by one.
We should bring a cart in town. We could just like round up and scavenge everything.
With the way this town seems to be, I would be worried about losing it somewhere.
What kind of upgrade are you talking about?
Before you guys leave that building, 'cause that's pretty much all you. It's kind of open floor. There's no other rooms or anything. Everybody roll me an intelligence check.
I'm going to get like a 3 again.
Ooh. 10.
Whereas, negative. Chime, negative.
Oh, look at that.
Mad Mardigan. Okay. Lauren. Ding, ding, ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. With your 19, you happen to spot a thin, or reveal, so where it says here, a thin platinum ring of swimming. Seems to be covered in dust as underneath the workbench.
I'm going to chalk it up to like the very, very last remnant of my detect magic, basically running out as I see a magic aura and then it goes away. So I go find it.
But very good, because it had a high DC.
Cool. I found this. Well, hold on. Is it actually a magic ring?
Yeah, it's ring of swimming.
Oh, dope.
You can go swimming.
I will,
Donate it.
Let's see.
Lauren all of a sudden strips down to his Speedos and goes for a swim in the well with Lassie.
See ya.
Next to dead Timmy.
Something similar to that before.
All right. I will go ahead and pocket this for now. Something we can investigate on and look at later. I can easily. Well, I'm just putting it in my inventory until we figure out.
Just wear it.
Very well. I will.
Yes.
As you guys are walking back up the road, you notice the next building to the north, the doors gaping open. Does it intrigue you?
So we're at the one that kind of, the bottom left one, right? That's one we're at, right?
Do what?
Which one? We're in the bottom left one?
You are the one that has the bigger X. So if you are looking at the map, the very bottom, that's bigger building is crumbled. That's not it. The one over to the left, smaller will crumble. That's not it. The one with the X.
The one that's like in the middle of the cul-de-sac?
Yeah. That's the one you're
Okay.
at. And then the one right above it is the one that looks like has an open, gaping door.
It's like a small L.
Yeah, it's L-shaped. That is correct.
Okay.
Okay. If you guys all want to wait here, is everyone in agreement for me to bring the cart in here, or we can always walk the cart. We don't have to stand in the cart. If you guys want to put the things we found in the
Cart.
what looks like.
I say we just bring the cart.
If everybody's in agreement, I definitely can.
I see.
Yay or nays?
Yeah, I vote we do.
So when you're bringing back the cart, is that when you notice the door gaping?
That'll work.
Okay.
That way I can park it. I can park it right in front of that middle one that has the trail to it, and then just put all the stuff we find in the other one in the cart.
All right. And we'll say that you guys
And
are
it
standing
is
around congregating in front of this building and you notice the door's open. Sounds good.
And you said it was a steel shield with filigree?
I think you said platinum. Or maybe just the workings on the outside were. Yeah, that'd be pretty heavy, wouldn't it?
Freaking expensive shit too.
Right?
We
They're
can sell
dwarves.
that
What are
and
you
buy
gonna
whatever
do?
we want. Retire.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so the shield is platinum filigree in the shape of a winding serpent.
Ah.
And then the
You said the shield is
matching,
50?
Yeah, 50 gold.
So I have 100 gold worth of weapons and shield, and then 100 gold worth of iron.
10 gold.
10 gold. Yeah.
Oh, 1 gold per bar. Okay.
Yep.
But
I
that's
almost,
heavy.
yeah, and I almost feel like, um,
Unless you want to upgrade stuff. I think it'd only be good for smithing.
right, that's what I'm wondering. If there's nothing special about the iron,
No.
I might leave that there, and take the expensive stuff. And if no one jumps at it, I'll kind of pocket the swords for now. If anyone protests, I have something I'm saving up for.
I mean, I was just going to throw them in the back of the wagon, and you can use them as you please if you wish. This way it doesn't take any weight off of any of us.
That's a fair point.
Look
Yeah.
at my spear and I look at the sword. No.
Not to mention, if you die, we don't have to plunder your body.
Right. Oh, if I die, you have full permission to plunder my body. Because I would absolutely do the same thing to you in a heartbeat.
As I'm falling.
Yeah, I'll stash the weapons and shield in the cart. And as I do, actually, I'll be like, if anyone needs these, my party comes first, but I have some ideas I'd like to save up for.
Do you need
I
iron?
don't need them.
Oh, no, I leave the iron, but this stuff that I can sell, well, that's a bit too good to pass up.
The iron's worth something to someone. And we have space in the cart.
With a total value of 10 gold, it's call it a courtesy. I have a soft spot for dwarves.
Very well. We can leave them.
If any of you need them, by all means take them. But I have no need for an additional 10 gold to add insult to injury.
Why do you sound like a leprechaun?
I have no clue. I'm terrible at accents.
It's March.
It works.
Isaac
Why
just
not?
drops it immediately.
Yes. Well, it was slipping before. I had the one good session that gave me the delusion that I could carry this on, and now I just don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
Yeah, I can't even carry accent.
Dude went from Irish to Swedish in about 10 seconds.
Yep. I mean, he is a changeling, so
Right.
yeah.
He's just
Yeah, I'll
switching dialects. It's all good.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Mr. Bean. All right. So what y'all gonna do now?
Let's go in that one that has the doors swinging open.
All right. As you walk up the pathway, you notice a blank headstone laying in the front yard. The door itself is gaping open. Looks like the remains of the door is kind of laying several feet away on the outside. It's covered with long brown grass. You noticed it looks like the roof may have been caved in. You're not sure, standing from the outside. There are remnants of rotting furniture visible through the doorway. And on the side of the door, you see an engraving. It's on the door itself. It's the piece of it laying on the floor or ground. It says Tyrus Frosthair, stonemason. Inquire at back.
Ooh.
I go around back.
Did you say stonemason?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At the back of the house, you see a covered work area. Lifting up the cover, looking in, you see that it holds more blank headstones. You see slabs of granite, marble, rusted carving tools. They kind of hang from the wall. You see a hammer and chisel that's laying on the ground, and next to it is a half-finished headstone that reads, Adeline Crean, may you, and it stops.
Madeline Crean.
Adelyn Creen.
Oh, Adeline.
Yep.
Is there a piece of paper or anything like on the desk to see like what the finished word, what the finish is supposed to be?
It says, may you, ALW. Maybe it says always.
No, is there like
There is not.
Like to buy a vowel.
Pretty much. Insert here.
it's a thumbnail of like what it's supposed to say so he doesn't misspell it.
He's a professional. He knows what he's doing.
There you go.
It's probably in his email.
Yeah. Well, plus no one's going to see it through the tears.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe he just offers like one of 3 different things he can put on the headstone.
May you always find pace.
May you always find
Life.
May you always spell perception correctly.
May you always perceive what you percept.
All right.
Is there a way to go inside? Can we check out the inside from the back, or we have to go back up front?
You can, just to save you guys a lot of time. There is only one left building to investigate, and that's the big one at the very top.
Oh.
To the casa.
I think it's big house time, fellas.
Big house.
We're gonna like park our wagon right outside big house and
Okay. As you get past the tree, this grand 2-story brick house has fallen prey to time and the elements, like the rest of the village. but it remains in better shape than the smaller houses. You see heavy wooden double doors. They are flanked by a dark window and chimney. Anchors the building at each corner. Their masonry, their masonry crumbling. In front of the house looms a wide, leafless tree, which is the one you guys checked out. Its gnarled branches that reach toward the clouds like twisted figurines. It is rough bark and pockmarked with large knots and beetle holes. Let me see if I can find a picture. I know there's a picture in here somewhere. There's one. That's what you see.
Ooh, spooky.
Spoopy.
We go in. Let's go to
That
the
would
front.
not pass appraisal.
To the front door.
Front door is as good as any.
Yeah.
Any of the windows open?
Let's see. Walking up to the entryway, you see dust covers everything. From looks like a no, there's no door. It doesn't say. So, give me a survival.
Oh, that's good. 18. 19.
Sure.
19.
It looks like claw marks on the front. You see scratches, tooth marks. Looks like a broken and empty container laying on the porch. Looks like it might have been done by animals. And the door's closed.
On the front door.
Yeah.
And I tell everyone there's claw marks and animals have been here. Trying to get in, I guess?
Okay. You go ahead and open the door.
Okay. Check the traps.
Sure. I open the door.
Okay, the door opens up, reveals a dust covering hallway. It's wide. Looks like moth have eaten cloaks that hang from hooks. On the left-hand wall, you see another hallway that branches off to a gloom. Head of a stairway leads up to a second floor, and from where you're at, you see a door that stands beneath the stairs, seemingly leading to the backyard, maybe. And let me see if I can find a map. And I got a map right. Well, yeah, let's go with this. All right, of course, you have to open up a different page. All right. Oh, I didn't want to do that. So we're done with this. So let me, there we go. I gotta edit this. Holy cow.
Another big file.
Yeah, it opened up like huge.
4K.
Probably. All right, let me. I'm just gonna screw it. I'll just give you the whole damn thing. So let me copy this. Snip it. Snip it.
Real good.
I must got something going on. My mouse having trouble keeping up. All right, that's what you guys see.
Went in the front door.
Yeah, this is the main. I just gave you everything. So you
Wi-Fi.
see stairs that are going up, and I'm assuming you see the stairs going down.
That's not Wi-Fi signal.
My Wi-Fi? No. My Wi-Fi's good.
NG.
I said that's not the Wi-Fi signal.
My no, but it's funny you mentioned that. My APs are they need to be updated, and the cloud controller that I have is on my PC that I shut down when I started ripping up the floor. So I gotta dig it out. So we're just using the Wi-Fi right now. It's on the fiber modem.
That router I bought, man, that sucker's got a huge range.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's Nighthawk, ain't it?
I can't remember, something like that. That sucker's got a range. I used to have to use an extender to get for downstairs and stuff like that, and that's out a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't need that shit no more. And that's why I got it, because it says it covers like a 2,400 square feet house, something like that.
Yeah.
So, really perfect.
My house is 2,800 square feet. But
Yeah, it'll probably do your house pretty well.
Well, when I originally went out and bought my Unify APs, I was using a Wi-Fi router that you had to hold your mouth just right in the back bedroom. So I went ahead and bought. I was switching everything over to Unify. I've got a security gateway. I bought 2 APs, and I was going with the switch. That's I never got that far. But anyways, that's
Two?
I'm reverting back. So anyways, so what do you guys do? You guys are standing in the hallway. We'll call that H1, the entryway.
The hallway or the
Entryway.
bottom of the double doors, right? Or is it?
I don't know about you. I want to go straight upstairs.
So you're on the second floor?
Yeah. Well, I do. I don't know about everyone else.
Join you.
Follow. Sure.
I mean, I would rather explore, make sure nothing's down here that could trap us upstairs, but
We got windows, man. We could jump out.
I'm vetoed. Let's go upstairs.
All right, so you guys are going upstairs?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Upstairs landing, which is the very top stairway. An open landing awaits at the top of the stairs. 4 closed doors lie before you, and a large entryway seems the gate from across the hall to the south. And then let me get that picture up. So let me move this out of the way. We'll do new. Y'all was there you go. That's the upper floor.
What's the other stairs supposed to lead to then?
I
Or
don't
that's
know.
like a platform or something?
Not sure, man. That's what I was trying to figure out. Why there's no other map. This is all I have. Doesn't say.
Guys, It's a small set of stairs, goes to the landing, and then goes the
Oh yeah,
rest of
yeah,
the
yeah.
stairs.
I see what it is.
That's what I was thinking. Okay.
Yeah, it was kind of
Like a
confusing.
midway floor.
Yeah, it's a little landing up the stairs, and then it cuts 90
Because
degrees.
it says upstairs landing.
It's the new trend back in that time.
And then once the stair finishes, it should be like well,
Quite frankly,
the
in my
trend
opinion,
nowadays would be it would open up to a loft. So you would see like the entirety of the bottom floor at this point. But anyway,
Chime, I'm following you.
Alrighty. I see closed doors. I'm gonna check out this bottom room with the chairs. Basically, this little sitting room, since it's an open space.
okay.
How dark is it in here?
Now, which way are you going?
I'm going straight down into the open room with the
Okay.
chairs.
Yep, that's gonna be the library. Shelves filled with books line the walls in this library. A 4 wingback chairs sit around a low table in the center of the room. The wide bank of windows in the south wall affords a panoramic view of a dilapidated house beyond the twisting branches of a tree in the front yard.
Nice view.
I'll search through the books and see if there's anything that seems like it's worth.
These books look like they are on arcane theory. You see books that are about other planes, existences.
Are there any books about ghosts?
You see several open books on the table. You see notes scribed on bits of pieces of paper. They seem to be stuck between the pages. Looking closely, the topics include the effects of physical and emotional trauma. You see nightmares, topics on mystery, disappearances, seemingly out of place in a comparison of other topics. There's a book about the Feywild, and it's opened up to page about sundry creatures.
That's on the desk.
And then you see
the
a
table.
single note that's written in shaky hand, and it reads, "Could this be the answer?"
Can I read the entry about sundry creatures?
Sundry creatures? Yeah, sure.
Do you want me to do a check for that?
You can Google it if you want, because I have no intel on that.
Well, if the note was on the table, or was it like
No, the
on?
note was on the table. Yes, but
Okay.
the books on the table itself have pieces of paper as well stuck in them. And the
Can you
books
spell?
on the table are topics that include the effects of physical and emotional trauma, nightmares, and mysterious disappearances. However, seemingly out of place in comparison to the other topics was the book about the Feywild and its sundry creatures that holds. That holds a single note that was written. Could this be the answer?
Okay. What was on the page where this note was?
Nothing. There's nothing in here in detail. It's just on creatures, apparently. It's a broad spectrum generalization. Could this be the answer?
What's going on?
Creatures of the Feywild. It's not in detail.
So this mayor was researching what was happening to their town.
Hmm.
That would be correct, sir.
I wonder how close he got.
Well, he says this book might be the answer. Well, whether it is or isn't remains to be seen. But if it's about the Feywild and its creatures,
I'll tell you what. I digress there. Let's go back to Chime's question.
Yeah, could Chime.
As Chime is looking through, let's say the page was talking about a creature that's corrupt from the Fae, that spontaneously manifests, and as you keep reading, you start seeing stuff. This creature responds to fear in places where they border the Feywild is thin. It talks about creatures that are more of their kind at transforming humanoids through a process of psychic torment that takes hours or days. It talks about creatures that they nest in subterranean areas and live, and they're sensitive to bright light, and they can sense shadows and darkness. And then when you flip the page, you see a picture of this. Let me use my handy dandy Google book. Yeah, let's go with this one. This will work. Doesn't give anything away. That's what you see a picture of.
Oh my.
And let's say you see another picture on the other page. It has this.
Mm.
And then let's throw one more in there. Let's say you happen to see a piece of paper look like somebody had sketched up, and it's kind of laying with these pictures, almost like maybe they're trying to figure out if it's the same thing, like reference. And it's just a scratch, scribble of image.
Anybody know what these things are?
Well,
Not a clue.
They're freaky.
who would know anything about Feywild? I'd say an elf, maybe.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'm
So
checking.
who's an elf?
Yeah.
Let's
I have nature. I have history.
do nature.
One.
You keep. You think you may have an idea what this is. You think maybe it might be a mean log.
Yeah, I'm gonna. This seems to be describing a Feywild creature. Strange name, but a meanlock.
It's a little on the nose.
So
Is it spelled MEAN lock or?
are you asking me out of game?
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
double.
technically, I guess it would be in game since if I know what they are. But regardless, and I say from these responses and these pictures, that's the one thing that does come to mind. I hope I'm correct.
Flower guy.
The flower guy.
I scribbled down and explained more in context. Flower guy said he had nightmares until he left.
His mother.
Mm-hmm.
He left when he was still a kid. So you're in the mayor's house. He's got a library of books sprawled out, and looks like the latest thing he was looking at, he was doing research on Feywild creatures. And at this point, Lauren thinks it may be a meanlock.
So maybe they disturbed a nest of them down there, and that's what potentially caused the cave. And then, or maybe they even caved it in to try and keep them down there, but then maybe it caved in much more than they thought. Maybe they made a mistake. I don't know. Regardless, they got out and started terrorizing the town.
You see another note on the table. Said something about must look at platinum mine.
Wonder if they like platinum.
Well, the mine is what you guys were sent to investigate to begin with, to find out why it was closed. Because
Right.
these guys are wanting to come up here and, maybe make some money, but they're kind of a little leery about why it was closed. So instead of coming up here themselves, they basically are hiring somebody else to do the dirty work.
Right. So we were hired to figure out why it got abandoned, what happened to it, and
Why
get
nobody
rid
else?
of it if we can.
Yeah.
Why nobody else is basically prospering? Because this was such a prosperous place at one point, but for some reason everything halted to a screeching halt, and nobody wanted anything to do with it. So
I'm gonna go ahead and go in the next door,
the next door.
the top left door.
Okay, so if you try on going back to the stairway, you're gonna go in the top left door with the bed in it.
Yes.
Okay. That is this dim room holds nothing but a bed, partially coated in debris from the collapsed chimney, and you feel cold air that seems to gust through the gaps.
Nothing.
Nada.
To the next door,
To the south?
right below it.
All right. That is the master bedroom. A double bed sits beneath a window along the far wall. You see a fireplace that occupies one corner and a window that looks out to the front yard. I'm assuming you're looking around.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was just gonna look through the room. Why not?
I'll go to the bottom right door.
You see a pile of crumpled, half-written letters by the fireplace on the mantelpiece. It looks like it said something about maybe beseeching a nearby settlement. It looks like a completed letter addressed to the mayor of Merowyn, the town you guys just came from. The letter is basically stuffed in an envelope and sealed shut with a bright red wax seal embossed with an ornate snowdrop blossom. Sticks of sealing wax in various colors, as well as quills, inks, and paper. And you do see a journal of Mayor Lel Duvines. Duvines. Looking through the looking through the journal, you see chronicles about the disaster at the mine, and the village is in anguish. So many victims. The mayor basically recounts the rescue efforts in following days and how they had stopped the search due to fears and more cave-ins. If they attempted to remove any more of the rubble, blah, blah, blah. And it keeps going about how The miners are still missing. The mayor writes about the villagers going missing in the night and feeling helplessness and stubbornly staying on, determining to find the missing villagers while the mayor's wife and the two children evacuate. And they went to Marion, the town you guys came from. Last few pages speak of the mayor's nightmares of creeping fear and walking in the night, waking up and soaking sweat, and lingering screams echoing in their ears.
This
And
is
the master bedroom. And Chime, you said you want to look at something else?
Excuse me. I went to the opposite side, so
Okay.
the bottom right door.
The bottom of the upper floor, that is
I'll be standing in the hall between
empty except for a bed and a fireplace. This room is cold and has an air of loneliness about it. Looks like a guest room.
I click my beak and close the door. Disappointment.
Okay. You got one room left.
We'll try that door.
This bedroom has a tall chest of drawers made of dark wood in the corner, across from the door. Farther into the room, a small desk sits between two windows with a large bed to the left of it. The sheets and the blankets on the bed are rumpled. Look, you can see where a moth has been eaten on the pillow, and the moth actually lies on the floor beside it, dead. The other on the mattress is nothing but moth eating shreds.
I'll check out the desk. Is there anything on the desk?
Roll me a investigation.
15.
You do not find anything in the desk, but something catches your eye under the desk, and as you pull it out, you see a toy bugbear. It seems to be full of holes and with its stuffing kind of removed. And looks like maybe rodents might have been tearing this thing up. And obviously it belonged to a young child.
I put it on the desk.
So you put it on the desk, okay?
Put it on the desk and just wipe my hands on my pants and step out.
All right. Everything upstairs has been looked at. Nothing else to look at. However, you have 4 rooms on the main floor that have been untouched.
If you all are complete up here, we can check the bottom floor and then move on to the mine.
Yep.
There's a stairs leading downstairs.
It's the same.
Okay.
Like Dash had explained, it was just a landing, even though it looks like.
Oh.
I took it as there was an upstairs and a basement. But
yeah. I'm going to go to the top left room with a round table.
Okay, this is a meeting room, obviously, with a round table with 4 chairs that stand in the center of this room. The window looking out to the backyard, the fireplace in the corner is filled with broken masonry, and a framed portrait hangs on the right-hand wall. For the most part, this room is pretty much bare, except for the furniture. There is a faded oil painting. At the very bottom, it looks like it's dictating the mirror.
Can I investigate the paintings further?
It is a dark-skinned person dressed in cream-colored frock coat with a pale green cravat and The person has dark hair. Uh, you see platinum and diamond earrings. The mare, it appears to be female. Hands folded up in the lap area. One finger bears a heavy platinum ring. Looking closer in the painting, the ring is inscribed with a snowdrop blossom. Uh-huh.
That's
Seen this ring before?
that must be their house symbol. Some flower blossom.
I will go directly across the hall to the bottom left door.
That is the parlor. The parlor is empty except for 4 wingback chairs situated along the left-hand wall and a desk in the right-hand corner beside the window. A fireplace dominates the southeast corner. Looks like it might have been once a waiting area for perhaps people coming in to see the mayor, maybe. The room itself holds little of interest.
And I guess go to the next room.
The one above it is the dining room. This room holds a rectangular table and 8 chairs. A single board sits against the far wall with dusty ceramic serving dishes and bowls atop of it. A fireplace in the far corner. This room obviously was used for mainly dinner and parties and whatnot, family meals. Do you search it?
Yeah, is that like cabinets or something?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna check cabinets. Why not?
Looking through the cabinets, you find several ceramic plates, bowls, and teacups with saucers in the sideboard cabinets, as well as flatware and serving utensils in the drawers. You notice that the ceramics are well made, but simple. The flatware is made of silver-plated steel alloy.
It's shiny.
Shiny.
Shiny but not weak.
Mm.
Not of interest to me.
One room left.
I'll take some forks.
To the last room.
Go
To
into
the
the
last room. This is the assembly room. Chairs are arranged in a staggered row with their backs into the door, facing a podium in the southeast corner. A sideboard sits to the left side of the room, and a bookcase stands to the right side of the doorway. The bookcase is filled with tunes and knickknacks. A coal brick fireplace occupies the southwest corner.
I pulled a bookcase from the wall.
You happen to notice an old torn book, a small framed watercolor painting on the cover, and it's arranged in a way, and 2 gold pieces fall out. And behind it, you find a chunk of raw platinum ore.
How much is that worth?
25 gold.
So 27 total.
Its current state.
Pull out of it.
Alright. That's everything. The only thing you have left is a scribble of paper that says, check out the mine. But it is 9:15. You guys want to say that for next time?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think we head to the start of the mine, and we'll start next time at the entrance of the mine.
All right. The mine is actually north of the village.
Yeah.
According to the sketched out map that you were given. And that's where we pick up.
Sounds good.
Sounds great.
All right.
Mhm.
I'll get the recorded audio and video posted tomorrow.
All right. You guys have a good night.
You
All
too.
right.
No,
Thank
no.
you. I had fun.
Yes. Thank you
Yep.
for another great session, DM.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Anytime. I actually was feeling it today. There's days where I don't feel it. I struggle.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. We,
But tonight
I
was
definitely know that.
rolling.
What are you gonna do for them to get it back in the office? We're gonna have to send like an email, see if there's any people in the
Uh,
office.
yeah, for the most part, that's what we'll do. I'm already working with Victoria on that. Here in the next couple of weeks, I wanted to see who all was showing up in the office first, obviously. And then she sends out a letter the beginning of the month. If it's slow going, I probably won't say nothing and wait till next month. And at least that was the plan. There's no point if nobody's even coming to work. Why would they show up to play D&D? However, we could try it. We could throw it out there and see what happens. I just don't want to be stuck in the office waiting on people, and then all of a sudden nobody shows up, and then, well, fuck, now I got to deal with traffic to get home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, we have a very short window. If
Why
we
don't
don't,
we meet at 4?
yeah, if nobody shows up by 4, but then again, we can't really play until after 4 if people are there. Technically, we waited until 6, anyways, when we play at the old
Why is
office,
that? Well,
because people are
that's
still
what I'm saying.
working.
Why don't we send out an email for like a feelers if anybody's interested to starting? We're looking at starting in April. Anybody interested in jumping on?
Yeah.
are we talking about starting at 7 still, in person?
No, if it's in person, we definitely do it early.
Okay.
Because then, we got to
5.
drive home from work. I live in
Right.
Smyrna. Dash lives in Murfreesboro, and Chris lives way out in Dixon. So, I mean, we don't
Okay.
want to keep it too late. However, it would be easier getting home, leaving later. That was one of the things I enjoyed when we played at the office, when, I have to deal with all the traffic, but I was also a lot closer.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably be, I think I'm about an hour away from work, if
Where
I
you at,
go in.
Clarksville?
Do it?
Where you at, Clarksville?
Portland.
Shit, yeah, you're up there by the border, dude, by Kentucky.
All right.
Yeah. And so, to get started working